What were the specific results that you've achieved going through the program, getting me to help you and implementing this marketing and sales system?
Yep. So the specific things are we've gained a ton of confidence in how to sell our products and our services, turning our customers into clients now instead of just having one-offs, and the value we've got in the last 90 days. So we've got $56,112.30 in sales and purchase orders in the system. That's over 90 days. And our projected value, which is things we've got to close within the end of the year, some leading into next year, is I've got that here, $336,338.
Awesome.
So that's our projected. This is all from what we've done on this program.
Awesome. Hey, it's Jay Van here, and I've got another success story for you that I'd love to share with you. It's about a service-based business owner taking his business to the next level in just 90 days. And look, with all my success stories, I hate fluff and I hate filler, so I'd like to kind of keep it really short, sharp, and to the point, so so you can kind of get the most out of it. So look, I've got Dave here. Dave, let me just, why don't you tell the audience what you do, where you're from, and kind of what business you have?
No problem. Yep, my name's Dave, obviously. I run a shop fitting and custom joinery business out of Melbourne in Victoria.
Nice. And mate, how long have you had that for?
I've been going since about 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years now. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So mate, I want to get straight into it. What was life like before you actually reached out to me to help grow the business? Like before you joined the program, like what were you kind of dealing with in terms of like the problems that you were having, the challenges that were kind of slowing you down, and overall, like how was that impacting you? Love to know.
No worries. Yeah, we were really struggling to break through the next level and close quotes. We were getting maybe 20% of quotes we were closing, which was no good. Obviously, profits were razor thin, so it was not real good. But massive problem was wasting a lot of time as well. Yeah, so we wasted a ton of time in the wrong areas.
Yeah,
that was a big problem.
Cool.
Yeah.
Talk to me about like, I think you were saying that you've tried a couple of things before, but it didn't really work out. I think you got burnt a couple of times. Talk to me about that.
Yep. Well, I've tried a couple of different marketing strategies. I'm not going to name anyone, but we've wasted a lot of money and a lot of time on things that got us absolutely no results. Which obviously isn't real good, but we thought we'd have a crack at this program, and here we are now.
Awesome. And mate, when you were saying wasting time, talk to me about that. What do you mean in terms of like wasting time?
Yep. Wasting time is in trying to market and target the wrong areas, things that weren't getting us anywhere, and we didn't realize we were wasting so much time. Yeah. As in our advertising was all completely in the wrong areas, without us knowing. So that's what. Cool.
And then with the profit margins being like razor thin, talk to me about that. Like, what were you doing? Like, what was the problem there?
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, I was spending so much time marketing that I was losing time where I should have been gaining jobs and gaining profits, but I was marketing in the wrong areas. So I wasn't getting the big jobs, and instead of the A's and B class clients, I was getting the D's and the C's if I was lucky. So,
And I think you were, at the same time, you were almost a middleman, like you were the subcontractor. So there was other companies taking the glory there, and they were marking it up almost like, 100 or 200, 300%, and you were doing the deals for like, super cheap, and your profit margins were just thin as.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So look, thanks for sharing in terms of like the problems and challenges you know, a lot of tradesmen and contractors and service-based businesses are definitely, you know, have those challenges in terms of getting enough leads through the door, but making sure that your proposals and quotes are you know, you're converting at, you know, like the 90% plus, making sure that there's healthy profit margins in there. So look, the only thing that I kind of care about the most when people come to me asking for help to grow their business to get to the next level is results. So without all the fluff or without all the, you know, the filler, like what were the specific, and if you can be like specific as possible, what were the specific results that you've achieved going through the program, getting me to help you and implementing this marketing and sales system?
Yep. So the specific things are we've gained a ton of confidence in how to sell our products and our services, turning customers into clients now instead of just having one-offs, and the value we've got in the last 90 days. So we've got $56,112.30 in sales and purchase orders in the system. That's over 90 days. And our projected value, which is things we've got to close within the end of the year, some leading into next year, is I've got that here, $336,338.
Awesome.
So that's our projected. This is all from what we've done on this program.
Awesome. So, great. And what's your conversion rate now? Like I think you were saying that you're at around about 20%.
Yep. So we were at around 20-ish%. Yep. Now we're closer to 90, maybe 91 sort of thing. So we're up. Yeah, tons better. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So you went from converting 20% to like 90% plus. You've added 56. What was it? 56,000.
$56,112.30.
Yeah. I love the specificity here.
I got it down to the end of the cent.
Yeah, love it. And so sales in the pipeline for you to close, and I think that's coming from the current clients that you've already closed. It's just upselling them and adding more value to them. How much was that in the sales in your pipeline?
Yep, is 336,338 in the pipeline, which seems to grow every week because they want more. So it started off in the 200s, and Tuesday it went up 38,000. So it's just flying. Yeah.
Awesome. So mate, like first off, like hats off to you. I guess it's a two-way street. Like I've got the system and the you know, the marketing systems and sales systems that you can implement. There's my advice that I give to you, but it's a two-way street. Like I can have this stuff here and hand it to you on a silver platter, which literally I do. But then the other side of things is like, you need to go away and implement these strategies and this system into the business. And I guess like you've done just that. You know, information without implementation is worthless. So mate, just from me to you, like big congratulations, like closing that much sales in that short amount of time, and also adding that amount of sales in your pipeline to close over the coming weeks.
Thank you.
So hats off to you, mate. I'd love to know, and I'm sure the person watching this video would love to know, well, that's good. Like, sure, this guy has just generated, you know, 56 grand and added $300,000 in his sales pipeline for him to close. How the hell did he do that? How does someone go from closing 20% of quotes and proposals to 90% plus? So yeah, like what specific things can you kind of give to someone watching this? What did you do? What are the specific things did you learn or implement from this system that actually helped you achieve all this?
Yep. So a lot of the things we did, it's all came down to strategy and our quoting process, how we did it. We changed everything we did.
Yeah.
We became a lot more focused and niching down on getting clarity on segments of our market.
Okay.
And we stopped chasing anything that wasn't where we wanted to be. So we only target A and B. We don't do anything to do with C or D. anymore in terms of the clients. And we really focused on which areas of the business worked the best for us and the most profitable. So instead of being a jack of all trades type thing, we went to 3 things we do now, and we aim to be the best at those 3, and that's what we push, those 3. So and now we've got a proven marketing and sales system, which we didn't have anything before. It was all just hopes and word of mouth and some dreams.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah. Hopes and dreams will only get you so far. So, okay, cool. So let's just recap. So it will, like, if I can maybe articulate it a little bit clearer so the guys can be like, that's what he did. So with the quotes and the proposals, in terms of you closing, like increasing, it's a dramatic percent from 20% to 90%. So with that, you don't need to go spend more money on marketing. And actually we haven't really revealed like what you've spent on marketing, because you've actually spent $0 on marketing with this whole thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, but in terms of like the 20% to 90%, that came down to strategically delivering your quotes. It's about adding more like making sure that the prospect sees way more value going with you in your quoting, in terms of like the quote that they receive or the proposal that they receive. So in the prospect's eyes, they see that you're way more valuable as opposed to the other guy that literally can do the same quote, same price, but they go with you. But you could be more expensive, right?
Yeah.
So would that be right in terms of like what we really focused on with the quoting process?
Yeah, it added value to the customer. That's what we did.
Awesome. Yeah. And then the second thing in terms of like, and it's coming back to fundamentals, like, you know, making sure that you become laser focused, like you niche down, right? You can't be like, the saying goes, like, if you want to be all things to everyone, you're nothing to nobody. The best thing to do is like revisit your business and look at all the services that you provide and kind of look at where majority of your profits are coming from. What are the services or you know, products that are generating you more net profit than anything else? And I think it's like the key is to focus on 1 or 2 of those things and then scale it up. So I think that's what we did as well. So we really niched down, but was it also in terms of like getting clarity on the segment of markets? Like, talk to me about that. What is a segment on the market? Like, for example, in your business, how do we identify the segment of market and why did we do that?
Yep. Well, pretty much, we didn't want to play around with anything that wasn't pointing us to where we want to be. So we didn't attack areas that were of no value to us at all. We broke it down into segments of who we'd attack and who we'd market to, who we'd specifically go to, and that's how we've done it. And then we've created relationships, and we've gotten our foot in the door in a lot of areas like that.
Yeah. So for example, like, let's just say as a electrician, right? So if you're watching this, if you're an electrician, a segment of the market is like, you could go to maybe a builder, right? The other segment of the market is that you could go to a real estate agent or property manager. But within the segment of markets, you might have 100 segments in the market. And it's all about identifying the blue sea, like identifying the opportunity and laser-like focus, and all your efforts, all your focus, all your time, all your energy goes to that segment. And it does wonders, right? You start attracting more of your A-grade clients.
Yes, that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So awesome. So that's in terms of like you becoming more focused, niching down, and getting clarity on the segments that you can go after. The other thing that brought in, I think you were saying like was it 336,000 or something like that in sales?
Yeah.
How did you do that? Like
Yeah,
what
pretty much.
platforms,
Yep.
what?
Yep, it's all been done pretty much through LinkedIn and cold emailing, and then setting up meetings with people and showing them how much value I can give them.
Yeah.
And it's just gone from there to one job to, can you do this? Can you do this? And it's just, we've just added, simply by adding value. Yeah, we've added value to show them how much value we can add over everyone else.
So yeah, one thing is like, so it's great. So in terms of how did you actually reach out to your audience? How did you make these sales? Well, we used LinkedIn as a platform. And if you're not on LinkedIn, if you're watching this video, you're crazy, because it's B2B, it's business to business, and your prospects are on there. Partnerships are on there. But I think you're saying that you recently, like you used to use LinkedIn, but it didn't get you any results, right?
Yeah.
What changed there? What was so different?
Yep, pretty much. I wasn't targeting the right people. That's this program's shown me how to target the right people and how to get their attention, more or less. And yeah, which is what I've done. And I've gotten my face in front of the people who need to see it, more or less.
Yeah. So with getting attention, guys, if you're watching this video, getting attention all comes down to your message. It's the message that you put in front of your potential prospect or partners. That's the most important thing. And when you do that, you need to make sure that it's not about you. Like, you don't make it about your business, about what you can get from them. It's all about how can you add value to them. And it's something special happens because it's the law of reciprocity. It's like you give something to somebody, you give enough value, they feel like they need to give back. And that's one of the keys to building partnerships. Is it's like a relationship. Like, you need to give before you can get. I think, so number one, make sure that you're using the right platform for your business. And in this case, we use LinkedIn, and we made sure that we used a really compelling message that got them to want to speak to you and have meetings, and then go from there. So mate, thanks for sharing all that. Now, in terms of, before you were doing like a bit of marketing here, a bit of marketing there, you got burnt a couple of times. Like, having a proven marketing and sales system, like, how's that changed things?
The amount of time I was wasting in the past, I now can spend with my newborn, which is priceless to me, because obviously everyone wants to spend time with their family.
Yeah.
It's freed up probably 40 hours a month, I'd say, which is just from what's been done. And it's impacted everything, even personal relationships, everything's changed.
Nice. So in terms of, like, I guess that was my next question, like, from the results that you've achieved, right? The sales, the sales in the pipeline, the more time, like, overall, how has that actually impacted you in terms of personal and business?
Yeah, just more time at home. That's been a really, really positive thing that's come out of this. Still, obviously, it's stressful times running businesses and things like that. But getting to spend more time with your family is can't put a figure on that. So that's been the best impact out of everything.
Nice, mate. So I would love to know, like, it's always like, when people are watching these things, it's like, well, like, what's the one thing that they can take away from this? Like, what's out of our time together? We've worked together over 90 days. What's been like your biggest lesson over our time together, working together?
Yep. My biggest lesson is don't try and do it all by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to get some help in areas to get you to where you need to be. Yeah, don't try and do everything yourself. That was my the thing I learned the most. I was running around like a crazy chicken, trying to market here, build something here, install something here. Now it's you got to get help. got to get people to help you.
Okay. So biggest lesson is actually ask for help.
Yeah.
Do you think like, especially being in very male dominated like industries, and I mean, us men, like we don't want to really show our emotions or get help, right? It's like we put on this big facade and this mask and it's like, no, we're right. We can do it ourselves. Do you think like that was like, I fell victim to that like a couple of years ago in terms of like, no, I'll just do it myself. I'll work it out. Do you think that's what's happening with, business owners? It's like you try and do things, everything yourself to try and cut corners or save dollars here or there, whereas actually you're wasting time and you're wasting money by doing so?
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah. And I reckon people are scared to get help because they're worried other people won't be able to do it as good as them, or things like that. But you can. There's good people out there as well. So you definitely will find someone who can help you. In those areas. Yeah.
Cool. You guys, biggest lesson. If it's not reaching out to me, like reach out to somebody else. Like ask for help. That's the thing.
Yeah. Just like this. Yeah. How I reached out. How I've joined this program is to get help with everything. So it's the same. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah.
Awesome. So mate, before you if there was any hesitations like in taking the leap before working with me and kind of installing this marketing and sales system, like what were those hesitations?
Yeah, well, pretty much, everyone's pretty skeptical when it comes to these sort of things. As I said before, I have been burnt in the past, probably blown a lot of money with no results. I chose to get on to you about this program, and after speaking to you on the phone, I knew that this was going to be a lot different. You were on my back through the program. If I didn't do what I should have been doing, you always let me know, which is good because you need to kick up the backside every now and then to get yourself going. And but everything's skeptical. I was worried at the start that whether I've just blown more money, but no, best thing I've done so far since I started this journey.
Awesome. The hesitation was I was skeptical, didn't know it'll work, even though that you saw other success stories. Like you probably still felt confident, like seeing other people get success, but you still have that at the back of your head. Totally understand, totally relate to it. So look, like working with me, it's not cheap, but it's not expensive either, right? Compared to kind of the results that you achieve over the 90 days. So I'm guess like I want to ask, like, why did you choose me? Why did you reach out to me? And what would you say to people that are kind of watching this? They're on the fence. They're skeptical as well. They want to grow their business, but they just want to get to the next level, but they just don't know what to do. So like first question is why me? And then what would you say to people that are kind of on the fence?
Yeah, well, pretty much. Well, with this program, as soon as I'd obviously sorted everything out with you and that, I chose you in the end because you could tell you were going to be straight onto it. You didn't give me any rubbish figures, any stories about anything. You told me exactly what I've got to do, otherwise it won't happen. You have to do everything that you told me to do. And other places they just take your money and you don't seem to even hear from them. Whereas as soon as I'd paid you for your services, you're under my back. I think it was like 15 minutes. I'd heard from you already. So I'd received my first things, and it just I don't know what else I can possibly say. You just came across as perfect person. You've got experience behind you, and you were no, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear on this, but you were no crap sort of beginning. You straight told me facts, and that was it.
Yeah. Awesome. And what was it like in terms of like you getting my help? Like there's the help from me with everything. When people come and get help, it's first we create a game plan together. We did that with you. So in terms of 90 days, you get super clear. So you go from like confusion and overwhelm, and you get clear and you get confidence just from the game plan together.
Yeah.
The other thing that I give you is access to this like what I call the tools, which is the membership site. How's that been for you? Like logging in anytime that you want, and literally it's all there ready for you, and it's got like a lot of resources like copy and paste that you just literally send out. How's that been for you?
Yeah, it's been really good. It's not just for all those sort of things, but also with you've got a lot of videos on there on explaining certain things and everything, and it really helps when it is overwhelming trying to learn new things and run a business and look after your family at the same time. So it's really good. It's really good setup. Yeah, you can learn so much. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's really good.
And we have like fortnightly calls. You know, there's three things that you really need that I believe for someone to go from their current situation where their challenges and their problems are to their desired outcome, right? There's three things I believe someone needs, which is a plan, which is a game plan that we had. There's the tools, which is like, go watch this video, make sure you implement, download the resource and use it. So it's almost like you need access to something that's already proven, which is almost like the membership site, but that's not enough. Like I can give you the plan, I can give you the tools, which is the video step-by-step tutorials. But at the end of the day, like you need someone there pushing you, guiding you, supporting you along the road. And I guess that's what, you know, we've done with our time together. You've turned up to every single, what I call Sherpa session. It's like if you're climbing Mount Everest, you need a Sherpa next to you, holding your gear, guiding you. He's got the map. He's been up that mountain tons of times with other people. Curious, like how has the coaching calls, like the fortnightly coaching calls that we had together, how were they? What did you take away from them?
Yeah, no, I think every single call I took something positive away. You do get times where you start questioning yourself and how things work, and you were able to clear everything up every fortnight. It was sort of like a reset button to get things right. Any problems you come across during that fortnight, it works really well. The whole system, the Sherpa calls are they're spot on. It's exactly what you need.
Yeah,
keep you going. And you got onto me a couple of times. I didn't do exactly what I should have done some weeks, and you let me know about it. So told me to get going, and I did. And I'm glad I did, because it is hard sometimes. But
yeah, awesome. So mate, look, I want to wrap this up. I wanted to share with the people that have got service-based businesses, and if you're a tradesman or you're a contractor as well, and you want to get to the next level, you want more leads, you want more, you want to convert more quotes, you want more profit, like healthier profit margins, and you want to close more jobs and take your business to the next level. I wanted to share this success story with you. Dave has got, it's a high ticket service. It's tens of thousands of dollars to engage with Dave and get him to deliver his service. And in terms of a short time frame, 90 days, guys, like if you do focus on the right things, your business can change over 90 days. It's 100% you can, but you just need to focus on the right thing. As Dave said, like reach out for help. You can reach out to help for me, or you can like get help from somebody else. But at the end of the day, like you need help. Don't try and go at it alone. So mate, I just want to recap in terms of results, right? You went from converting 20% of your quotes and proposals to converting 90%. The way that we did that was the quoting process and making sure that we got the prospect to see that we're way more valuable than the guy next door. You added $56,112.30, being specific here, in sales in just 90 days. And how we did that was by niching down on the segment of your market. We have $336,338 in the pipeline for you to close over the coming weeks from the current clients that we attracted in the first place. We did that by leveraging LinkedIn the right way. Okay. The keys the right way. Dave did it the wrong way prior. Now he's doing it the right way, and it's made all the difference. And we did that by targeting the A and B grade prospects, which is higher up, like they've got money, they almost like your dream client, as opposed to the C and D grade, which is like the crappy guys that you don't really want to deal with. And at the end of the day, like you've got more confidence in terms of selling your service now, and more confidence in terms of continually growing the business to the next level. And mate, this is the big one for me. In terms of results, the thing that you gained, and I love this is the best out of all of them, is that you've gained 40 hours back a month. And in terms of like what you do with that time is totally up to you. You can go back and spend it more on the business, but I know you've got a young child, like that's more time with the kid, right? With your son. So mate, just to recap, like those points in terms of results over the last 90 days, big well done to you. I'm pumped for you. I'm very proud in terms of like what you did. I think you're now delegating this to somebody else to implement, so you can focus on other areas in the business, which is great because you don't really need to be a marketing guru or specialist or have any knowledge. You can literally just outsource it or delegate it to somebody else. So mate, thank you so much for, the time, like talking today, sharing your results, sharing what you went through, and in terms of like what you did and, the outcome achieved. So mate, thank you so much for your time. Any kind of last parting words for viewers that are watching this?
If you're struggling with confidence and marketing, and the big one is confidence, but if you're struggling at all with those sort of things, marketing and struggling with time management, all these kinds of little things that sort of just catch up to you, and you're trying to grow, then you definitely should get in contact with Jay and get him to help you out, because do his program, do what he says, and you will get there. It's definitely worth sticking to it.
Awesome.
And thank you, Jay, for everything you've done for us. Really appreciate it.
All good, mate. Well, thanks so much for your time today, mate. Appreciate it, and we'll be speaking soon anyway to get you to the next level. But thanks for sharing your time, and I'll speak to you real soon.
No problem. Thanks, mate.
Okay. Cheers, mate. Bye.
See ya.